It's 1967. This man sits in a small cell. No windows. No light. He hasn't seen the sky in months. This is solitary confinement. He pulls out a piece of bread wrapping he's saved from his meal, smooths it out, and begins to write. He writes like a man who refuses to disappear. The man dies in all who keep silent in the face of tyranny. The man is Wole Soyinka. He shouldn't be here. He's not a soldier. He didn't fire a weapon. However, what he did was far more dangerous. He asked questions. Flashback to 1946. Abeokuta. A 12-year-old boy in white choir robes sings in a small church packed with people. His voice is clear, steady, and beautiful.
I will strike the shepherd, and the sheep of the flock will all be scattered.
But his mind was restless and curious. His father was a schoolmaster. His mother was a market woman, and a fierce activist. At home, there were books everywhere. That was how Wole grew. At 16, he graduated from Government College, Ibadan. Bright, brilliant, burning with ideas. Instead of heading straight to university, he took a detour. Moved to Lagos. Lived with an uncle and worked in a pharmacy by day, wrote for the radio by night. Short plays. Political sketches. Satire that poked at power. In 1950, he finally entered University College, Ibadan. There, his mind exploded. He read everything. Shakespeare. Yoruba poetry. French philosophy. He wrote like his life depended on it. Helped start The Horn, a campus journal that pulled no punches. Then he won a scholarship to the University of Leeds in England. Cold weather. Strange food. A world away from Nigeria. But Soyinka soaked it all in and kept writing. Back home, the country was changing. Nigeria gained independence in 1960, but freedom came with cracks. Greedy politicians. Tribal divisions and tensions boiled. Soyinka responded in the only way he knew, through drama. He wrote plays that exposed the absurdity of power. The Trials of Brother Jero. A Dance of the Forests. The Road? His words hit hard and made the elite nervous. In 1965, chaos erupted after a rigged election in the western region. People rioted. Buildings burned. And then something wild happened. Someone broke into the Ibadan radio station, forced staff to play a fake government announcement calling for fresh elections. The authorities said it was Wole Soyinka. He denied it, but they arrested him anyway. The charges were serious: armed robbery, sedition, and almost treason. Lagos High Court. Late 1965. The courtroom is tense. Packed. People whisper, eyes darting toward the accused. Soyinka walks in calmly. No fear on his face. He listens as the charges are read. Everyone expects a speech. Or silence. Instead, he smiles. Then he leans slightly forward and says, "If I truly wanted to hijack a radio station, would I have gone in with a toy gun and a cassette?" The courtroom freezes. A pause. And then a burst of laughter. Even the judge's gavel hesitates.
Silence in the court!
Reporters look up. The tension breaks for just a second. That joke didn't win him the case. But it shook the walls. It reminded everyone, this man is unafraid. Eventually, he was released. Not convicted. But the government never forgot. 2 years later, when Soyinka tried to broker peace between Nigeria and the secessionist Biafra, they pounced again. Accused of sympathizing with the enemy, he was detained without trial. 2 years. Solitary confinement. No books. No visits. No pen. Still, he wrote, "Books are the only means by which we engage in the eternal struggle against forgetfulness." On scraps of paper, on cigarette packs, in his head. A shuttle in the crypt. Poems from prison. Later, he poured it all into The Man Died, his prison memoir. Raw. Furious. Alive. You learn the value of silence when it is all you have. When the war ended in 1969, Soyinka was released. Broken in body, not in spirit. He went to a quiet farm in the south of France. Rested. Wrote. Translated The Barkai, a play about pride, chaos, and the destruction of a kingdom. The parallels to Nigeria were too sharp to ignore. He returned to Nigeria, kept writing, kept speaking out. Through the 70s and 80s, he attacked corruption, dictatorship, and silence with fire. He became a professor, an international voice, a fearless critic of tyranny. In 1986, everything came full circle. Wole Soyinka was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature. The first African to ever win it. The boy who once sang hymns in Abeokuta now stood on the world stage, honored for his voice, one that never backed down, never broke, and never stopped telling the truth.